I appreciate you taking the time. Today's subject, I want to talk about something that's really important, and it has to do with total life prosperity. In our generation, it's very clear that many people have learned how to achieve success at really high levels in some areas of life, but then in other areas, not so much. And we see from a lot of the world's multi-millionaires and billionaires, a lot of divorce, families being destroyed, children, families being torn apart. And my idea of dominion is total life prosperity. You can have dominion in every area of life. Early on, I wanted to be successful. I wanted things to work well for me. And I was frustrated because at that time, my intelligence level and my success didn't match. And everyone always told me how intelligent I was, but my life really didn't show it. And so I was really frustrated until I began to get a hold to these dominion principles. I tell you, this turned my life around. I was able to get results. Things started going my way. Things started working the way that I planned them. And that's one of the benefits. When you plan something in life, you want your plans to go like you plan them. Early on, my wife and I, we were so poor at the time, we never thought we could own a home. But I was just beginning to learn dominion principles. So I found a house in my city, and it was abandoned, had been abandoned for about 10 maybe 15 years, because no one would touch this house because it had a tax lien on it. And within a 3-day period of time, I had a $50,000 tax lien removed just by taking dominion, because I believed that I could. And the rest is history. I think I ended up selling that house somewhere just south of $100,000. I paid $1,000 for it. So I'm saying I began to get results. And from that day forward, I realized dominion is the answer. If you don't take dominion over things, life just doesn't work. And so in the dominion construct, that's one of my joys, is that I'm going to teach you how to use this information, this knowledge, to begin to get the results that you want in life. And isn't that what it's all about? It's about you getting the results that you want to get in life. I'm talking about from poor people to rich people. Yes, even rich people. Billionaires, millionaires, they need the dominion construct. And here's the reason why. Because just achieving success in one area of life, like financially, but not being able to achieve success in all areas of life, dominion is an idea or a concept that allows you to achieve success in every area of life, to where you don't have to sacrifice one area of your life just to be successful financially, where your family struggles, your marriage struggles, emotionally maybe struggling, not being able to rest. I want to show you the difference between life with dominion and a life without. So on the screen, you'll see a series of pictures. These pictures are just my progression, my wife and I, our progression in our real estate acquisitions and over time. And we started out, so poor, and we lived in apartment after apartment, and then we lived with people. My wife likes to say we were poor because we couldn't afford the O and the R. So that was kind of the truth. So that was our life then. And in Michigan, God began to teach us these dominion concepts and dominion principles right there in Michigan. As a matter of fact, before we moved to Florida, we were able to build what at that time was our dream home on 25 acres right across the street from Lake Michigan, but it was a dominion process. We literally took dominion over that situation, and that's how we were able to do it. So that success in Michigan, at that time, I think we lived in that home for maybe 7 years before we came to Florida. When we came to Florida, we kind of had to start all over, doing it all over again, because we moved from a baby mansion, is what we called it, into an apartment when we moved to Florida. And that apartment was tiny compared to where we came from. I mean, we uploaded a whole house and moved into an apartment in Florida. So we were kind of starting all over. But the difference was, when we got to Florida, we knew the dominion principles. We understood how to take dominion over our desires and where we wanted to go. And in a relatively short period of time, we were able to go from that apartment in 7 years to move into our mansion, our dream home that we live in now, just because here in Florida, we were very established in dominion principles, and that's how we were able to do it. What I've discovered is that living without dominion is sort of like, to use an analogy, it's like a boxer that's in a boxing match and he's got his face covered up, not to get punched in the face, but he's got his ribs and his midsection wide open. That's what living life without dominion is like. Dominion is both a skill set that allows you to live life offensively and defensively. It's offensive because you can actually go after and achieve whatever you want. And at the same time, it can also ward off things that you don't want. Like, for example, paycheck to paycheck living, toil, hard labor, bad relationships, having to sacrifice one area of life for another. It's also a defense against those kind of things. So I just want you to think about, what would your life be like if you learn this skill called dominion, and you learn how to take control over the areas of your life that you want to control. Just imagine being in total control, and you know that you're in control, and your life reflects the fact that you're in control. Wow, what a difference for most of us that will make. You now have a choice and take matters into your own hands. I'm putting it out there for you so that you can grab this concept and begin to control life the way that you're supposed to be doing. So that's all I wanted to share with you today. I hope this video has been enlightening for you, because I want you to know you do have a choice. You can take dominion. And so I want to say God bless you. This is Dr. Andre signing off, saying take control or be controlled. Go dominate.